All right, let's crush another Mtel question. This one says the edge of a cube measures 10 inches, rounded to the nearest inch. Using the rounded length, a student calculates the volume of the cube to be 1,000 cubic inches. Which of the following computations is most relevant to establishing the maximum amount of error in the student's reported volume? All right, so we're talking about volume here. The equation for volume of a cube is just V equals side length cubed. They're telling us the rounded value of the side length is 10 inches, right? So I think firstly it's important to consider the maximum amount of error. What does that mean? So that means the biggest difference in the actual value of the shape to what we rounded it to. So what are the most extreme values that we could have rounded to 10 inches? Well, the largest one would be 10.49999 repeating, right? Like if it's 10.5, you round up to 11, so 4.9 something, probably 99 repeating is the biggest we could possibly make that and still round it down. And the smallest value that would round up would be 9.5, 0000, right? If we have 9.5, we round that up to 10. So those are the two most extreme values that we could use in this circumstance. So to calculate error, we would just take the actual volume of the thing and subtract the rounded volume of the thing. So we can actually do that with both of these values and compare them. So the actual volume would be 10.49 if that was the case, if that was the actual volume cubed, and then we would subtract the actual volume, which would be 10 cubed, and that would give us our answer. That looks a lot like D, right? That answer right there looks a lot like D. So alternatively, we could do this calculation with 9.5 as well, because that's another extreme value. But when you cube 9.5, it just doesn't get big quite as fast as 10.49 does. When you cube 10.49 and subtract 10 to the third, this is going to be the larger value. So these are both of the error computations that you can make with these two different values, but this one is going to be the larger one. So in this case, our answer is going to be D.